No matter where you drive in the United States, if you look around, fiberglass statues are there to welcome you to your roadside destinations. And today, we're going to the place where it's all made. More specifically, Sparta, Wisconsin, the bicycle capital of the world. More on that in another episode, though. Hello all you colorful sprinkles, it's Willow, and I love giant roadside statues, and this is the Fast Fiberglass Mold Graveyard. The mold is like the egg that the giant statue hatches from. Well, at least that's my extent of fiberglass knowledge. I was warned upon coming here that there might be snakes and ticks, so we did dress accordingly, and when I say we, I mean Kat and Caden are also joining me on this fun adventure. And the sign says they have a colorful brochure in the office for $5, and I have to say, this is the tiniest office I've ever seen. It wasn't even Christmas yet, and Santa was out to greet us. And also just to point out, these aren't the molds, these are the statues, the final products of the molds. I'd like to give a big shout out to Kat, by the way, who is our first Patreon. So big thank you to Kat, and if you'd like to support us on Patreon, make sure you click the link in the description. What's lovely about this attraction is there aren't too many people. I believe there's only one other family there today. A lot of the molds in the front of the field appeared to be building facades, staircases, and I think some of the pieces were putt-putt golf atmosphere decor. Just so you can see how big they are, here's a Kat and a Caden for comparison.
What?
Here's a good look at the inside structure of one of the molds, though I didn't want to get too close because there were bees making a home inside. Some of the molds were easier than others to tell what they were. For instance, this is clearly a guitar that probably sat out front of a music store or maybe a Hard Rock casino or hotel. This faceless siren sitting on an anchor is going to haunt my dreams forever. Or maybe I'll just dream about donuts instead. Fast has a mascot section on their website, but they make just about anything, including giant shoes. There wasn't an old lady inside, but maybe she took her getaway car. It wouldn't be Sparta, Wisconsin if there weren't any Spartans laying around. I always thought Mount Rushmore was a little bit bigger than this. This mold appeared to have the image of Ben Biking, the mascot of Sparta, Wisconsin. And next to him was this giant human with his hands extended, probably holding the giant axe laying next to him. And perhaps some skeletal remains of a giant. I noticed the very iconic face in the grass, and it was none other than Big Boy. Sparta is also really close to a military base, so we got to see some of their aircrafts up close. I love a good oxymoron, and this one says real fake. When the current owner bought Fast from the previous owner, they said there was big shoes to fill, and now I see what they mean. This duck might be a little too big for my apartment bathtub. What do you think? Just as there's many flavors of ice cream, there are also many styles of ice cream statues in this mold yard. And like Cold Stone, they come in many different sizes. Out of the woods, reaching for the ice cream appears to be Bigfoot's hairy arm, and I would be too. It was a really hot day today. Rather than wait for forever for trees to grow, they have a tree mold they can make trees from. wonder if this wolf mold is from the statue that was outside the hotel my parents stayed at when they visited. It's really fun to go around guessing what each mold is, and some of them were more obvious than others, like this giant elephant. The yard had some organization to it, though. There was animal sections, building facades, mascots. I think this area had most of the building facades. Wouldn't it be fantastic if dogs were actually this big? We're about 1,043 miles from New York, but I bumped into the Big Apple. Actually, big apples. There were 2 of them sitting out here. This area is where they had a lot of the play areas, the slides, the stairs, the jungle gym-like things for kids to play on. They had pirate ships and fire engines. Santas in all shapes and sizes. Lions, tigers, bears. The whole farm was here. Does anyone know what the heck these horrifying creatures are? They scared the horse to death, even the big one. Oh, poor little Teddy, awfully close to the mouth of Hydra. This is the largest baseball collection I've ever seen. Literally. There's something lurking in the water. That's why I'm on land. Unfortunately, these are land sharks. And apparently the military was doing some training because we got to see some giant planes fly right overhead. Now we are heading to the more aquatic species. As a magician, I have to say, this dove is a little too big for dove props. This reminds me of the Kilimanjaro safaris at Walt Disney World, where most of the animals are sleeping the whole time. These guitars are a bit smaller than the one we saw earlier. I wonder if they grow them in their guitardin. Maybe it wasn't a donut earlier after all, because I think that might be the inflatable tube that came out of the mold. Inside the trash can appeared to be a broken piece of a final project. Perhaps it didn't come out of the mold properly or someone dropped it. I feel subliminally obligated to get ice cream now, especially since it's so hot out today. Maybe I'll take a rocket ship. Check out this ferocious dragon, and I'll bet this is the body from it. Hold up, is that? That is a giant flamingo head. It's awesome that this place is free to explore, and with so much space, you can spend an hour or two just walking around looking at all the molds. It's definitely worth stopping by and seeing for yourself. But we're cooking like a chicken on a barbecue, so it's time for us to go. Next Monday, I am doing something super exciting and super new that I've never done before. That's right, I'm doing a Pokemon card unboxing. I'm unboxing 36 booster packs live for the very first time. And I've never done a live video before, so hopefully it goes well, and maybe we'll pull some rare cards. Then in the upcoming weeks, I'm going to show you how I organize my Pokemon card collection and have a successful eBay store. I'm going to teach you the things that I wish I knew how to do when I first started collecting Pokemon cards. And don't worry, we're still going to go on adventures together, and I'm still going to put out episodes where we travel places. But this is just going to be a little side bonus that I'll be adding every few months. So join us July 25th at noon Central as we open the Evolving Skies Booster Pack box. I'll see you then!